So, good day everyone. So today we will be talking about the value of information. So, it's about information. It's about how we can tell if the information we get is useful or valuable, like for example in our research. So, according to Stair and Reynolds 2016, information is said to be valuable if it has the following characteristics. So, first, it has to be accurate. Accurate information is error-free. In some cases, inaccurate information is generated because inaccurate data was processed. So, ac accurate information is very essential, as errors can lead to incorrect conclusion. So, inaccurate information, it can lead to incorrect conclusions. So, analysts call this as garbage in and garbage out. Example of this is it illustrates how inaccurate data can result in inaccurate information. So when we gathered information, it has to be accurate, it has to be fact, it has to be correct in details. Dapat perfecto siya. Dapat hindi siya hindi siya haka-haka lamang. Dapat totoo siya. It has to be fact. So, how can we determine if the information is accurate and inaccurate? It is like formal and informal information. When we say accurate, it is formal. Ano, it's formal information, while an informal naman, it is inaccurate information. So, formal information, it is official and authoritative. It is meant to be taken seriously and is presented in a formal manner dapat. It is usually more carefully prepared and verified than informal information, and its accuracy and reliability should also be higher. While informal information, it is more casual and less authoritative. It is presented in a less formal manner naman. It is possibly less reliable. So, example of informal is like the blogs, the wikis, or the forums. Pero nowadays, the use of wikis has become a norm when it comes to information research. I know all of you, some of you, may know about the wikis or the Wikipedia. So next characteristics is it has to be complete. Complete information contains all the important facts. This is especially important in the field of medicine because missing information could spell disaster or worse, or it can lead to death. It is understandable naman, di ba? Kasi when we are disseminating information, it has to be complete dapat. Hindi siya kulang-kulang na impormasyon, dapat kompleto siya. That's complete. And next, it has to be economical, because information should be relatively economical to produce. Yes, decision makers must always balance the value of information with the cost of producing it. With the spread of the internet, information dissemination has become easier, faster, and a lot cheaper. So, the cost of producing information should be balanced against value. The internet has made information dissemination cheaper, but integrity of the information needs to be considered. So, with the help of internet, Information dissemination has become easier and faster and a lot cheaper. So that's the one. That's characteristics. Also the characteristic of information, valuable information. It has to be economical. And next, reliable and reliable. So when we say reliable, information can be dependent on. And in many cases, the reliability of information depends on the validity of the data collection and on the source of information, which bring us to valuable information being economical. Reliable or reliability. When we say reliable information can be trusted. It should be trusted. The reliability of information depends on the data collection method, and the source of information. The example of torrent sites offering pirated content highlights the potential for unreliable information, even if it's free. It says that reliable information it has to be trusted. It's to be reliable. Next is flexible. Flexible information can be used for different purposes. Depending on the situation, personal information can be used for a variety of ways. So the information should be used in different purposes. Like for example, our school ID, our information of personal information, our school ID can be used on different purpose, different ways. Like school ID can be used to enter the school premises, and it can be used also to transact business with the registrar's office during enrollment. It can be used also to open a bank account or to apply for a student driver's permit. So the information should be flexible. It should be used in different purposes. And next is it has to be relevant. Relevant information is very important to the decision makers. For example, there is your assignments calls for searching parts of a computer in online. So for example, in your assignment is searching about the different parts of the computer. So your answer will be the different parts. It has to be relevant in the different parts of the computers, not in the different parts of the bodies. It should be relevant. And so next characteristics is simple. Information should also be simple, not overly complex. And sophisticated and detailed information may not be needed. So the information, it should be simple and in a simple language para maintindihan siya ng maayos or madali siyang maintindihan. And next is timely. Timely information is delivered when it is needed. This is true in the case of weather predictions, stock markets forecast, and traffic management. So the information should be delivered when it is needed. It should be delivered on time. Next is verifiable. Information can be checked, but for correctness and authenticity, most authors include references, bibliography, or citations in their works to enable readers to verify the content. Dapat, according to Stair and Reynolds daw, the information should be verified. It should be, dapat mapatunayan siya para sa kawastuhan at pagiging tunay. Like, like, the authors gives the references, the bibliography, or the citations in their works to help the readers to verify the content para mapatunayan siya na this is true, this is fact information. And next is accessible. Accessible information should be as easily accessible by authorized users to be obtained the right format at the right times to meet their needs. So it has to be accessible. And it has to be easy to access dapat yung information. Like, for example of accessible is in Korea, the US, the UK, and the China, a mobile phone can be used to pay for day-to-day transactions. Mobile example is the Mobile Pay app can be downloaded on the smartphone, in which user's credit card or debit card is enrolled. They all use near field communications or NFC technology. Like, for example of this is the GCash. We all know what is GCash is. We can now instead of swiping the card like in the mall, instead of swiping the card, we can now use the GCash or the mobile pay for payment. For payment. We can simply tap on the card and card reader or terminal, and payment is immediately recorded. So that's very accessible naman, diba, nowadays. And the last one is secure. Information should be secure from access by unauthorized users. Mobile Pay systems such as Samsung Pay and Apple Pay use biometric authentication. So when we say biometric authentication, it is yung natin, like yung fingerprint natin, your face, basta it is in your phone. Face authentication ata yun? Biometric authentication, like your fingerprint, para mapatunayan na that mobile pay is yours, or that phone is yours. Like, for example, in our phone we have our fingerprint, so it has to be secure that this phone is yours. Secure. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you understand